find a way to go into a state of peace when you don't have obstacles. Some people call that meditation. Before the day gets away from you, practice peace. Open up to that presence of spirit. Feel that connection. And when you feel that connection of spirit in you, as you, is you, there's nothing to be upset about, nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be confused about, because anytime that we move into the consciousness of who we are, everything is fine. Even though the ship may be sinking and the fires may be raging, we know who we are and all is well. And there's this idea that if we raise the vibration of something, then we transform the effect. That if we shift what's going on inside of us, the outside shifts. Ernest got the phrase from Aurobindo in his book, The Life Divine. He said, transcendence transmutes. It does not rectify. So if we want to deal with rectifying, here's one thing, here's another thing, we're going to mediate it out and fix it and do all that stuff, then we're not transcending the situation. We're very much staying in the situation. Well, Barbara, do you know what they did to me? Well, if they did that to me, I'm going to do that to them. And then we're going to call in the big guns and we're trying to rectify it. That will always keep us at the level of the problem. Whereas if we transcend that, if we move into seeing things with our God eyes, loving with our God heart, thinking with our God mind, then everything is different. Everything is a blessing. Everything is here for our good. Every being on the planet is God in form, a being of light, a being of love, in their perfect and right place, doing exactly what they're supposed to do, no matter what I think. When we can see with God eyes, and we can live our life as that God being that we are, everything shifts and everything changes. And I believe that that is such an important step, because what is fear? What is fear but thinking that it's not one, that God isn't in this place, that all is lost, that things can be taken from me, that I can lose things, that all has gone awry? That's fear. And that's a lie. And if we deal at the level of fear, and the level of effect, and the level of duality, we're never going to get out of there. We have to rise up. We have to rise up. We have to what is that phrase? We have to forgive people who aren't sorry. Yeah. We have to love our biological family. We do. We do. We have to realize that everything that we've attracted into our experience is from us and for us. That nobody's doing anything to anyone. That everything is an evolution of consciousness. And that means that the world is getting better. That humanity is growing and expanding. And that all is well. When we can do that, and we can experience life from that plane, then we raise the vibration, we transcend it, and everything changes. And instead of looking at how the wars are happening, we see that really peace is emerging. Instead of looking at how people are narrow-minded, we see that this is an opportunity for us all to realize it's time to be broad-minded. It's time to be giving instead of taking. It's time to love instead of hate. And sometimes those shifts don't look like we thought they would look, because we want everything just to be easy. We just don't want to break a sweat spiritually. You know, we want everything just to be handed to us. And sometimes when the growth happens, it really challenges us. It pushes us. And it forces us to say, if I deal with this at the level of the problem, if I deal with this at the level of the fight, if I deal with this at the level of the judgment, then I'm never going to get out of here. I have to find a new way. I have to find the peace that is already within me. And rather than wanting somebody else to give me my peace, I have to have so much that I can give some to them. Wow. This being on a spiritual path thing asks a lot of us.